Welcome back to the Focus TD again. Special thanks to Roy Hayward for knocking out the 9-4-50 breakdown. Uh, College segment. Cardell, what has GW, both the men's and the women's, been up to as of late?
Well, women's, I'm gonna get to them. They ain't been up to much lately. But the GW men's, they got a much needed win over George Mason yesterday, 76-75, man. It was an exciting game. I tell anybody that follow college basketball, if you played, then you understand conference time. It's a totally different animal than non-conference play. It just is. It's no surprises. Everybody know each other, from the coaches to the players. It's just who executes and who won it more. That's what every game in conference play is like, and they're tough to win. Coming in, George Mason were the heavy favorites, obviously. Beating the high major team, obviously like Maryland early in the season or whatnot. Even though they've had a slide or whatnot, and they've been dealing with their own COVID issues, but so has GW. So they were the favorites coming in, even as they were on the road to play GW at their place. But um, you know, it ended up being a typical A10 matchup. It was a back and forth affair throughout most of the game. Came down to the last play with about 7 seconds play. Down 76-75. James Bishop, he inbounded the ball to Joe Bamisile, who drove. He drove from the right side, laid it up, and with 3.5 seconds to go, and then had to deny Mason the inbounds play. GW ran out the clock, and they won 77-76 without the services of Ricky Lindo, Brandon Adams, and Noel Brown, two of which, Adams and Lindo Jr., are starters. All three, for the most part, were out. Well, Brown and Lindo were out due to COVID health and safety protocol, and Brandon Adams was out with injury. He was actually on the bench. He was just saying, he just didn't suit up. But for this game, it was Bamisile and Bishop who powered GW, to their first conference win of the season. Bamisile finished with a career high 26 points and 6 rebounds. Bishop added 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists on 86 shooting from the field, while not turning the ball over one time. And I gotta give some love to freshman sensation Brayon Freeman, man, who contributed 13 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals on 6-11 shooting from the field. Man, he's not getting enough praise like he should. And, as a freshman, he's stepping in, he's starting roles, sometimes going back to the bench or whatnot. And the impact is just the same, especially defensively. He's a pest. If he's not getting the steal, he's definitely forcing guys to throw some costly and bad passes, man, that end up being turnovers. So he's all over the place, man. Before the season, Jamie Christian said that's what he's mainly looking for out of Freeman throughout the season is his defensive presence. He's giving that and then some. So much respect to the freshman. Like I said, it was a back and forth affair until about the 9:30 mark in the second half. When Bamisile drove, and when I say he put one of George Mason's forwards in the basket, that's exactly what the hell I mean. I mean, goddamn, he punched on that boy. I'm not gonna say his name. I ain't trying to embarrass the kid, but look, just look, man, look, just it was number 2 on ESPN's top 10 plays. There you go. And keep in mind, GW 5 with their 5-10 now. So yeah, as you can see, it was ugly. It was bad. I'm not gonna say his name. I ain't gonna do that to him. When he did that, they tied the game at 57. George Mason got a little pissed because GW was screaming in their face, some of the players or whatnot, and they responded with a 13-0 run. To take a 70-57 lead with 6:30 remaining. Then GW battled back, led by Bamisile and Bishop. They turned the intensity up on both ends and helped the Colonials finish the game on an 18-4 run to close out the game. The duo combined for 12 points in the stretch as GW hit 8 of its final 11 shots while forcing 4 Mason turnovers and holding the Patriots to 2 of 7 from the floor. The Patriots were led by D'Shawn Schwartz, 27 points, while Davonte Gaines double-doubled with 10 points and 11 rebounds. George Mason had 5 players and double-figure scoring. Next up for GW, they were right up to Philly to play a rescheduled game that originally was canceled due to COVID to play against St. Joseph Wednesday at 7 p.m. on ESPN Plus, and they would be looking to even their conference record at 2-2. As for GW women's, they're 7-8. Their contest against St. Bonaventure this past weekend on Saturday was postponed. went tomorrow. They would hit the road to face 11-4 Fordham at 7 p.m.